Hello everyone and welcome to Phillip Island for the second week of 2020 Season 4 on iRacing. This is the Indy Pro 2000 series. We've got 2 minutes left of qualifying until the race starts. I've already done my qualifying lap, so I figured I might as well show you my lap time. Here we go. So we're going to come flat out into the first corner. We're going to stay flat out 6th gear. I'm carrying a bit more downforce than my competitors, I think, so I'm not going to be that fast on the straight, but I think I'm going to make up for it in the corners. Late braking here, 3rd gear. The southern loop, this is one of the trickier turns. Drivers who are carrying less downforce than me may struggle a little bit. They may spin if they brake too late. Alright, I think this hairpin up here is called Honda. Look for the board on the left, the second board, hard braking. 2nd gear. Apex, keep it tight. There we go. Alright. I use 3rd gear here in Siberia. I like to take a wide entry, and the reason I do that, I don't want to push out wide on the exit there. That happens way too often. Alright, bit of a twisty straight here, but keeping it flat out all the way to Lukey Heights. I like to keep it in 5th gear. Alright, keep it tight here, use the brakes, keep the car steady. 4th gear, keep it to the left. Hard braking at the 50. 2nd gear on the apex. Keep it to the right because I want to open up this corner as wide as I possibly can. Almost flat out here. I'm having to lift a bit because the car pushes a tiny bit. Flat out through the final corner, and that completed my lap time. My lap time was a 1:23.6, and you can see we are in a very competitive field indeed. I'm not sure, I think the Strength of Field SOF races are at 4 PM Eastern Time on Friday, and this is 6 PM. I might be wrong on that. It looked like participation was a bit higher last season because all of the SOF races were being broadcast. They're not this season. So I think that's hurt participation a little bit, unfortunately. Alright, so here we go. We've advanced to the race session. I'm starting 7th in a 13 car field. Who am I legitimately racing? That is a good question. Greg Seitz might pit start because he likes to do that. Lucas Cortez is fast. I think all these... I think a top 5, in fact, might be out of my league. Maybe if a couple of them will tangle, I can get a top 5 out of this. I'll be racing the number 9, the number 8, the number 11... Looks like everyone 10th on back is a bit off the pace off of what I need to worry about. Yeah, everything's good. Got my setup loaded. Let's get in the car. This is my Sunburst car. I love this car. I love the Indy Pro 2000 car. And I guess you can't hear this if I have messed up the audio, but apologies if I have messed up the audio because I can't... I don't have my phone on me right now, so I can't really check. Let me go in OBS and make sure you can hear me. It says you can hear me. Alright. 44 seconds up. 2 things I need to do. Deselect fuel and deselect tyres in case I need to come into the pits to get repairs. For whatever reason during the race. I never wish other people good luck before a race. I feel that kind of jinxes it. Okay, so we got a McLaren-ish looking car on the left there. Who's that starting 5th? Can I see them? It's like some kind of red car. Got a pink car in front of us. And we got a blue car behind me to the left, and don't know who's starting directly by me because I haven't gridded up yet. They've got 5 seconds to do it. 4, 3, 2, 1. There they go. It's a marshmallow. No, it's not. It's a black and orange car. Alright. This is my second race of a week in this car at this circuit. My first race didn't go to plan because I short-fueled. It would have been a nice race if I hadn't short-fueled. I would have came out of it with a top 5. As it was, I came in for splash and go and that dropped me to 8th. Alright. So... I'm carrying more downforce than the rest of my competitors, I believe. That means I'm going to be able to pass them the best in the corners, but I'm not going to be able to pull away from them in the straight. So does that mean I need to get as many positions as I can at the start? Because if so, that's bad news, because I'm normally bad at that. I'm normally not good at starts. Normally good in the long run. The thing I love, well, there's many things I love about this series, but one thing is the races are long. A 22 lap race, that means you can pick and choose kind of when you want to be aggressive. You know, you don't have to get it all at the start. My concern is that I am mired back in traffic here. I have a number 4 car, so I have a strong iRating. I mean, I have a pretty good road iRating as well. It's in the 3000s, so it's not like these cars that have outqualified me are bad. But I might be better than them. So I think I've got to take opportunities if I get them on the opening lap. I kind of don't want to force anything though. For what I said earlier, it's a long race. It's 22 laps. This is also good practice for the Lionheart IndyCar series. They'll be racing here a couple of weeks on Wednesday night, 10:30 Eastern Time. On, what would that be, October the something? Let's get a drink here before we go. I'm still kind of new to doing this live streaming stuff, so if there are any suggestions, if anyone's watching this, leave them in the chat. And I will look at them. Greg Seitz is deciding to start from the front of the field. I guess it's because we got 2 cars up front who are very fast. Wow, they are backing off of a pace car. Alright, I'm going to shut up here for a couple corners until the race gets going.
Stay focused. Race car is off.
See, the car on the left is going to out-drag me. A, because he has a slipstream, and B, because I have a lot of downforce. There we go, I'm into 8th place, about half a second over the rest of the cars, so I can pick my braking point into turn 2 without worrying about getting run over. And already I'm much late on the brakes than the cars ahead of me because of my downforce. So I might want to try something into Honda. Let's just stick it down the inside in case they're all on the brakes early. Get the draft as long as I can, look to the inside, and brake now. Ooh, he's way overshot that. The red car's not going to give me that corner, so... And I think they all crashed behind me. Ooh! I don't think his rear wheel's really like that, or else he wouldn't be able to drive right now. That's a weird place to crash. Oh, I've got all the other drivers on mute. So that's why you can't hear anything. What the hell is going on with this car up here? If his rear wheel was really like that, he would have wrecked. So I think that's just on my screen. Why am I in now? 6th, because I was in 8th. We had that 1 car run off at the hairpin, 1 car spin on the back straight. There we go, it's fixed itself now. Okay, that was bothering me. I've got 1 second over cars behind me, but that gap is going to close down because of downforce I'm carrying.
1 minute 31.
I need to use the slipstream as much as I can. That's one reason I might want to stay behind these guys, is get as much of a draft as I possibly can. Pink car's running a little wide up there in 3rd place, but recovered it. Alright, ooh! What the hell was that? Alright, well I'll be much later than him on the brakes. I think he's damaged, honestly. We'll see.
Still there, hold your line.
I don't want to lose too much time battling him, and I won't, because I'm carrying more downforce. I'm faster than him, I'm in 5th place. Gonna use 2nd gear, because I've made the turn a bit tighter than normal. Now I need to close in on that 9 car as much as I possibly can, because if I don't get his slipstream on the front straight, I'm going to be a sitting duck for everyone behind me. Have I done enough? Yes, I've got 1 second over the cars behind me. Thank you, downforce. We are in position number 5. Let's do our commentary race rundown. Lap 2 completed. Greg Seitz, Kazesha Larson, Nikolai Hamlin, Josh Butler, Samuel Ryman, and Brenton Parker. And I have no slipstream, but I have 1 second over the battle ahead of me, so I'm feeling comfortably in 5th. I hate to say I hope you guys are about to have a boring time, but I hope we're about to have a boring time, because I'm on my own in 5th place and I'm quite happy right here for now. As I say that, I overshoot the corner. I think I can catch that Ferrari. I just need to do better laps. So, a brilliant lap time is a 1:23 for me. A good lap time is a 1:24, which is what I'm doing. A bad lap time is a 1:25. I downloaded the forum setup and made a couple of changes to it. One of them is adding front brakes. I'm not normally as aggressive on the brakes as I need to be, so I think I can scrub the front tyres a little bit in the low speed corners and not lose that much tyre. I'm 1 second over Brenton Parker still. The car in front of me is pulling away. Meow, meow, meow. Alright, 1:24.3 last time by, that's good. Brenton Parker's catching me a bit, that's not good. But we are on the fast part of the circuit. Crap. I thought I was in 2nd already. I wasn't, I was in 3rd. Again, catch them on the backside of the circuit, but lose out to them here. Alright, so it's still Greg. Alright, let's pronounce that guy's name correctly. Kjetil Larsen. That's what I'm going with. Number 5 in 2nd place. Of course, it may be NASCAR driver Kyle Larson, changing his name. Wasn't he suspended from iRacing for his comments made earlier this year? I wonder if they've undone that. Greg Seitz having connection issues. I have commentated to Greg Seitz in a series on iRacing on GSRC, and I cannot remember what series it is. If someone can post that in the comments, that'd be neat. I'm trying to do that corner as flat out as I can, but the rear end is sliding when I do it. I could always lift off the gas, but I kind of don't want to do that with the position I'm in right now. 2 cars about 1.5 seconds by me. Hopefully they'll start battling and holding each other up. I'm actually worried they're leapfrogging each other and using each other to run me down. Oh, we've had the change for 2nd. Nikolai Haheim has gone up to 2nd. Oh, Brenton Parker lost a lot of time back And I think a Ferrari in front of me just had an oversteer moment as well. So I think my new race, unfortunately, is with Jason Luxon, because he looks like he's very fast behind me. And because of my high downforce, I don't have a lot to fight with if he catches me. On a similar note, it would be foolish of me to try and get any closer to the 9 car in front of me, to be honest. I mean, first off, I'm going as fast as I can, but if I start battling him, he's going to win, because he's carrying less downforce than me. And we would just hold each other up and allow the 12 car to close in on me a bit more. A lot of gravel on the inside there. iRacing has created a separate audio track for Australian wildlife. And I don't know if it's meant to sound this way, I've never been to Australia, but it almost sounds like Africa. It's almost like it's baboons singing, but I think what it actually is kookaburras. There's a couple of them at Tiger World, the rescue zoo I used to go to near Charlotte, North Carolina. They're like laughing birds that live in Australia. I think they live in Australia. And so I think that's what you're hearing on, like, obviously you can't hear it now, you can just hear the engine of a car, but if I was stopped, the number 12's caught catching me. But I'm catching the 9. What I devilishly hope happens is if a 12 car catches me, it's that he catches the 9 car too. And if those two battle each other, I might be able to do something. So, how do we win this race? Greg Seitz loses a connection, the 7 and the 5 crash battling for second, and the 9, 4 and the 12 all do battle in some way, shape or form, and I win that. And don't have the steering wheel, because almost jolted me off to the left there. Whee! Despite my car's high downforce, I am not immune to spinning in the southern loop. In practice, I went too deep into corner number 2 back there, and it went around. I don't think I'm staying this far back of a 9 car on purpose. I think we legitimately just have the same pace as one another. Last week I was racing a dark blue car in the Indy Pro 2000, and I think I actually preferred that paint scheme. But I kind of did this a couple reasons. One reason is to match my livery in the Lionheart IndyCar series. The bright yellow and red. You can't really see the red on the car from this angle, but trust me, it's there. The wheels are red. So if I get in a crash, you'll be able to see a red wheel. On down the back straight. Lap 10 of 22. Samuel Ryman races in the number 4 car in 5th position, but I'll probably still gain iRating by sitting here. I always like points racing in iRacing. Unless I really think I have a chance to win, and then I go for the win. So what are we looking at for points here? This just split. 25 people signed up for this session. If 24 people had signed up for it, we would have all been in the same race. So it's split with 13 cars in the top split, which I'm in, and 12 cars in the bottom split. So if I'm the number 5 car in a 13 car top split, sorry, I'm the number 4 car in a 13 car top split, and I finished 5th, how many points do we think that's going to pay out? I'm thinking probably about 80 something. I normally like to score at least 100 points in an iRace. I mean, I could still do that if something happens up front. Coming to the halfway point. We started with 9.3 gallons of fuel, so as long as we have more than 4.6, we're good. And we have 4.9.
1 minute 24.
Been running consistent low 124s all race long. 12 car still catching me from behind. As soon as he gets my draft, which I think he might do next lap, honestly, he's going to go by me, but that's okay. Because he might be able to catch a 9. And again, if him and the 9 battle, we could be in for a very interesting race. I've had so many races at Phillip Island in the past where chaos has happened on the final lap. Sometimes chaos to me, sometimes chaos to everyone else. Missed that corner, I need to shut up. I was reaching down to my keyboard to hit the tear off button, but I've got that on my steering wheel now. This is one of my worst driven laps I've had in a little while, and yet I'm still running the low 124, so whatever. Pulled away from 12 a little bit. I thought for sure it was going to get me.
1 minute 24.446. Great job. There you go.
Woo! See, this is a nice thing. If you look on the bottom left, I have my relative versus my session last lap. That's a nice thing about having a bad lap. It makes it easy to beat the next time around. The biggest thing I like about session last lap is it First off, it's normally green because this car gets faster as you burn off fuel. It gives you confidence. Secondly, if it's like versus your best lap or versus your optimal lap, you can never remember what you did on your best lap or your optimal lap. Well, some people can, but I can't. But I can remember what I did last lap, and so that tells me what I did compared to what I did last lap. There we go. Car behind me, still 1.5 seconds back. Because of my beautiful visage, down in the bottom left corner of the screen, you can't see my throttle and braking inputs. Quite often I'm not rolling all the way out of the gas. I guess maybe I am, but I'm like halfway applying the gas and the brakes. Here I'm pretty sure I had some gas applied all the way until the apex there. It might not be the smartest way to drive it, but to my understanding there's a lot of engine braking in this car, and if you just let off the gas pedal, it kind of turns it a lot. Which I guess some people can drive it that way, but sometimes I can't. We've had a good lap here, haven't I? Well, not timing-wise. I guess the 9 car just had a bad lap. I can use his draft to pull me away from the 12 car a bit.
1 minute 24.2.
8 laps to go. So the forum setup I loaded bottoms out quite a bit. I've raised the ride heights. I think that's one of the reasons I'm a bit slower in the straight line than everyone else. It still does it a tiny bit, but not as much as I think everyone else is. And I do AI races in this car at tracks that the official series doesn't go to, so I know how to play with the setup. It's just, if a forum setups are available to you and you can drive it, take it. I don't want to battle you, 9 car, pick it up. It's too early to battle you. If we battle hard, the number 12 is going to catch us. I do want to battle him at the end of a race, but it's too far away from the end of a race. Just running 4th and 5th for now. Perfectly fine, 2 seconds ahead of a 12.
4.243.
Like it's not until the middle corner that I was all the way out of the gas. I was still carrying a bit of throttle all the way through the entry. Purple. Probably because I have a toe. I'm going to be getting in the number 9 car's head now, which is probably not a good thing, honestly. Because I don't want them to make mistakes, because then that's just going to allow the 12 car to run us both down. But I can't back off, because then the number 12 car gets us anyway. So... I've just got to hope that the number 9 has had a couple of bad laps. He picks it up a little bit. Just enough to hold me in a steady 5th position. And then he really buggers up the final 2 laps. That's what I'm hoping for. Hit the run tear off button again.
1 minute 24.03.
6 to go. Pulling away a little bit from 12. Look how fast Greg Sykes is. I mean, I think I'm driving well, but I'm losing the race by half a minute. And Greg hasn't had to battle the number 2 car, because that was the car that spun off at the very start. Too deep. Alright. 9 and I are pulling away from the 12, or rather, let me rephrase that. The 9 is pulling away from the 12 and I'm holding on. If I go by the 11, we've got another 3 seconds before the number 13, so there's really not a whole lot of pressure from behind. Other than the 12, I definitely don't want to finish 6th. I'm okay with 5th. 4th would be great. I'm not going to be able to slipstream a pass on the 9 to the finish line. Car isn't trimmed out for that. If it comes down to a final lap battle, I would need to be in front. Four to go at the line. Using 6th gear on the back straight now. Aero push. It's like the one turn I think that's upsetting me. It's turn 10. Or whatever turn that is. 3 seconds over the 12 car. He has really fallen off for whatever reason. Well, maybe he hasn't fallen off. Maybe the 9's just picked it up and I'm benefiting because I'm right in the toe of the 9 car. Less than 4 to go. This race will be over in about 5 minutes. Still think it's too early to battle.
You got about 5 laps of fuel left.
Especially considering I can't win the battle unless he really makes a mistake. And that's not going to help me. Very horrible execution of that right-hander. Oh, watch, right? If I had less downforce than him, I would be able to pull up right to his rear wing right here. He's trying to break the slipstream. You know what I like about that? It means I'm in his head. We saw him make a mistake at Honda last lap. He went in there way too deep. So it's only going to get worse as we run out of time. He's loose. Again, he probably thinks I can pass him on the front straight, but I can't. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna lose that position to the 12 car. Where is he? Yep. There we go. Number 9's 4 seconds by me. So now the pressure's on the 12 car. I had an option, didn't I? I could go left or I could go right. I forced him into a mistake and I was too close. That's alright. Now, if I can just beat the 12 car, I can get fourth.
1 minute 28.519.
Unfortunately, I don't know how the 12 car drives. Not well.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Bye! Fourth place! If Sunburst turns, there we go, 4 seconds of clear air behind me. We are going to start the final lap in a nice fourth position. No pressure at all.
Got the white flag.
Now we get to see a P2 and P3 wreck. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why high downforce setups are underrated. I got no pressure. Let's give you a talk through my final lap. Got enough fuel to make it to the end. 124.1, so we're right back on time. Flat out through Duhorn. Yes, we are in fourth position. It is a great feeling. Third gear. Brake early, no reason to risk it. Look how much time we have lost just by not having someone to draft off of. 0.2 of a second. Hard braking before this board. Second gear. Tight. Whee! Wide entry. Third gear. Keep it off the outside curb. Rear sliding a little bit because I have tyres pretty much all the way down. I don't get why a race winner says great race when they dominated. It's like he doesn't know it was a great race. He knows absolutely nothing about what the race was like. I think he just does that to get in everyone's head. Second and third aren't going to tangle, but oh well. We're going to get fourth place, baby. In the number 4, 13 car top split. Hopefully that'll be about 90 points or so. Whee! Alright.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
Find somewhere safe to stop.
Nice run. Solid work.
Shall we go back and watch that spin? La 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 la. Okay, what lap was it? Right before this happened there. I mean, I can't go to the inside, can I? I have absolutely no idea which way he hits the gas. Right there, right? Watch your rear tyres on the number 9 car. He's still on the gas, so it's driving towards the left, and now he's not hitting the gas anymore, so it's going to slide back out to the right. And as he does that, I'm in the wrong place. And so, we go through the gravel. Let's watch that in slow motion. Which camera's best? None of them. So we're going to do this. Zoom in. Do I do any counter steering? Does it look like I'm doing a drift or something? The cool Tokyo Rallycross drift? No, not really. I actually kind of have pretty good control over it, don't I? Bumpity bump. This car got 4th place. Oh well. You guys ain't going to be able to see yet. But I think if I hit the right buttons, I can get the race results up. and tell you how many points that was worth. 105! Yay! We got the 100 points. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the show, and I hope to make this a regular thing that I do at 4 PM or 6 PM Eastern Time each Friday. So, no comments, no views. Oh well, maybe that'll change in the long run. If you're watching this in the future, thank you. Take care, everyone.